Hello my brothers and sisters, thank you all for tuning in to another video and continuing to join me on this journey. Today I want to talk about some of the music that came out on my channel so far. I want to talk about the 2 songs that came out on my channel earlier this week and 2 past songs from my Welcome Mat album. The first song I want to talk about is No Regrets featuring John Torres. I really like how that music video turned out. I really appreciate all the visuals that were made within that video, and I hope you all enjoy it. I really like the intro and the outro of that song, and if you haven't checked it out, go check that song out. One of the lines is, "Nothing that's worth having comes easy. In this life, nothing that's worth having, nothing that you actually want in this life comes easy. Usually the stuff that you desire, the stuff that you want, the stuff that you're pushing towards, it's going to take a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of effort. So don't think it's just going to come easy overnight. You have to put in the time and the effort to get what you want out of this life, especially if you want the best of the best." Another line from that song is, "Easy to give up, but it's hard to give your best." And that's so true. It's so much easier to just give up on things than it is to keep pushing forward and give the best version of yourself and give the best effort. The last line I want to talk about in that song is a line from John Torres, pointing fingers, you the reason for your stress." And that's so true. A lot of times we try to point fingers at other people. We try to blame other people for our stress. But a lot of times we are the reason for our own stress. We put this stress on ourselves. We can't meet our own expectations. A lot of times we do. We try to put the blame on other people instead of taking the blame on ourselves and acknowledging that we are the ones doing this to ourselves. The next song I want to talk about is "There Ain't No Good Chain Gang." That's a song I did with my brother, Jake. That was a remix. It was a Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings song that we did a remix on. We recorded that song over 2 months ago. It's just been sitting in the vault. I thought it was a good time to make a visual video and post it up for you guys to see. One of the lines is, "And I ain't cut out to be no Jesse James." Jesse James was an outlaw back in the Western time, and personally I ain't cut out to be no Jesse James. I'm not cut out to be no outlaw or be running from the law or lead a group of vigilantes or lead a group of bad guys per se. I ain't cut out for that kind of life. And the whole song itself is talking about there ain't no good chain gang. There ain't no good group of people in prison. There might be 1 or 2 good people that enter jail or prison, but over time being in that environment, they'll drag down with the rest of the inmates. They're all dragging each other down, and a lot of times it's hard to find a good chain gang group. Another line from that song I want to talk about is when I'm talking about Papa, I'm talking about my dad reading yesterday's mail. I bet he's a wishing he could go fishing, but here I am laying in jail. And this comes, you see this a lot in everyday life, and this comes around when somebody's son, because we talked about Mama and Papa in that song, in the first verse and the second verse, when somebody's kid is in jail, it takes a lot of the passion out of you. It's hard for you to live a good life. It's hard for you to do what you truly want to do in this life when you have a loved one that's stuck in jail. You almost feel like when you're out doing something fun and then you think about them, you almost feel bad for it because they're stuck in jail. So I really like how that song came out. Me and Jake really did our thing on that song. It's an old country remix, so if you're into that kind of music, you should go check that out. The next song I want to talk about is a song from my Welcome Mat album, and it's "Prisoner." And that ties into the last song I was talking about. One of the lines in that song is, "Shackles to my feet, I can't stand it. Stay up in one place. I ain't playing it." We all feel sometimes like we got shackles to our feet and we just can't stand it. Do you plan to stay up in one place? A lot of us plan to explore, or plan to travel around the world, plan to move around and not be stuck in one place forever. And that whole song is about being a prisoner inside of your own mind. You creating your own jail cell for yourself. Which leads to the next line. Locked up in cells of our own creation. A lot of times we're the ones that built these cells in the first place. We put ourselves in boxes. We tell ourselves that we can't be any more than this. And doing so, we build a ceiling in our own life that we can't get above that ceiling. We're confining ourselves with our own minds. Leads to the last line I want to talk about. We are some prisoners confined by our own minds. A lot of times it's your own mind, it's the thoughts within your head that are holding you back, which are making you feel like a prisoner to the system. Instead of breaking free, instead of doing what you truly want to do, instead of trying to make a change in this world, your brain is programmed to tell yourself, well, you have to do this, you have to do that. So in turn, we're all confined by the thoughts within our own minds. The last song I want to talk about is another song from the Welcome Mat album, and that's Level Up. That song did really good when it came out. I made a music video for that afterwards, and both Level Up and Prisoner, they have a live performance version out on my channel too. A line from Level Up is, only get one life, better live it up. And that's so true. We only get this one life. We only get one lifetime to live out, so you better live it up, and you better make it the best version of your life that you can possibly make it. Don't compare yourself to other people, because they're living their lives and you're living your life. But you should live up your life and make your life the best version of your life as possible. The next line I want to talk about in that song is, now I see a path to the bigger stuff. At the level up, always trying to get better. And that's so true. Do you guys see a path to the bigger stuff, to the better stuff? And where is that at? Isn't it at the level up? Leads into one of Meek Mill's songs. Levels. And there's levels to this stuff. There's levels to this world. And if you want to elevate to the next level, you gotta try to do better. You gotta be a better version of yourself to elevate yourself to the next level. Level Up was a very interesting song. It's one of the first 15 songs I dropped, and it's all about leveling up and moving up, and it uses a lot of video games and technology, terminology to talk about the process of moving up and leveling up. I hope you all enjoy this video. I hope you all enjoy those 4 songs that we talked about. Down in the comments below, you can find a link to any of those songs if you want to hear more of them. I thank you all for continuing to follow me in this journey. I thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great day. God bless you all.